G'day team, it's Jeb here from Adelaide RV, and today we're down at the Adelaide Showgrounds for this episode of Adventure Ready, and we decided to do a little run through on the new MY26 model that has just been dropped right here to be showcased this weekend at the Adelaide Showgrounds. So right now it is the 23rd of October, so depending on whenever you're watching this, 23rd of October 2025, and I'm going to be running you through all the features that you can expect to be standard in next year's product. So before we run through all of the new goodies that we're putting in the 2026 models, I thought it's important to just announce what we did in 2025. So this year we've seen the introduction of the 20K series, which was in celebration of building 20,000 caravans over the close to 35, 36 years that Supreme and Leader have been building caravans. 20,000 vans is a huge achievement, and the 20K series has been exceptionally popular in the back half of 2025. We also introduced a new flooring colour, a few different interior colours, as well as a new gold pack. Again, you might have seen that in Big Tex Walker's van. Him and Ellie created that gold pack, the gold handles, gold tapware and the white sink, and that's stuck. It's been absolutely beautiful to see so many vans coming out with the herringbone floor and the gold pack. We've had a whole heap of new additions on the Territory range and the Expedition range, things like compressor fridges as standard, instant hot waters as standard, and the lithium battery. So if you're in a van that has come from Adelaide RV from 2019, 2020, 2021, there is going to be a whole heap of new features. The Fusion radio, marine grade radio is in there as well, upgraded solar panels. Again, I can keep going on and on and on of what we've done in 2025, but 2026 is just around the corner. We're only 8 weeks away from Christmas closure, and I cannot believe this year is absolutely flown, but we're gearing up now for what exactly is going to be on offer for 2026. And for this year's four-wheel drive and adventure show, we're showcasing the MY26, which has a few new features which I think, based on client feedback and customer feedback over the last few years, you guys are going to be absolutely pumped about. So we're about to jump into those next, and we'll start off right here at the new entry door. Okay, so starting off at our very first major change that you will notice when you go to enter into your caravan is the main door. Now the principle is still the same, the brand has changed. So for many, many years, the caravan industry have all used Kamiq doors. Again, they've owned the industry for many, many years. As long as I've been doing this, I've been in the industry since I was 16 years of age. So coming up 20 years next year inside of the caravan and camping industry as a whole, and Kamiq is all I've ever seen and all I've ever known. So there is a new competitor on the market, and Supreme and Leader believe that they are a superior door to anything else that's out there. So this new Ranger door has a series of new features, but the concept and usability is much the same. If you want to separate the main door to the fly screen, it's as simple as lifting your handle up. But as you actually feel the door and touch the door, it feels a lot more sturdy. It's a lot stronger in the frame, it's a lot stronger in the handle, a lot stronger in the catches. So over the years, there has been the odd occasion that the door has come open or it hasn't been able to close correctly. We believe at Supreme and Leader that this is going to eliminate that by the introduction of this new door. Of course, some of the feedback that we've got is on the blind, the pull-down blind. Back in the day, they just used to be a little curtain that came across, and then they went to a little wind-down blind. But what we then faced was the cord on the wind-down blind would continue to rattle, and if you're watching this and you're in a van that has the cord for the pull-down blind, you'll know exactly what I mean. It can be an absolute pain in the rear end when you have got a little bit of breeze. So what they've done with the new Ranger door is they've integrated the blind into the actual door frame. So it's really neat. It's really nifty. You'll see that comes down there like so, and just gives you the privacy when you do shut the door for night time. So that's a little run through on the actual lock itself. You'll see as far as the handle lifting up, that looks very, very similar. Now we'll move over to the seals. So again, there may be a few of you out there that have had feedback on the seals, potentially some midges getting through, a bit of breeze coming through, things like that. You'll see here on this new door, they have more of an automotive seal, automotive dust seal running the entire way around the frame, but then they also have got your traditional seal, okay, which is running around the actual door. So the basically you've got the best of both worlds. Now again, we're not going to sit here and say we're going to keep absolutely every little critter out, because the further you get out and about into this great country, the finer the bugs do get. But again, they have attempted here with this new Ranger door, even with the mesh, to go a lot finer, to just try and keep those midgies out, those little critters out of the van when you are out and about and you want to just leave the fly screen open and lock it up at night time to get that natural cross breeze through, but you don't want to wake up full of mosquitoes and midgies. So again, I think that's great. Much of the other features are the same. You've got your gas vent down the bottom, you've got your latch there as well, which locks back into the body of the Caravan. So I think this is going to be a big hit. It is a reason for people to upgrade. It is, I guess, the latest on the market, taken from a concept that's always worked in the Cammac door. They've been around for many, many years and done a terrific job. The team at Supreme Leader believe that it is time for change, and this is probably one of the biggest features that you're going to see, apart from our lithium batteries that we're going to move to next. Okay, so over here on the driver's side of the Caravan, you will see mounted externally on the chassis is our battery box. Now again, the new ADR says that we need to have batteries mounted outside, and they need to be ventilated to the outside of the Caravan. If they're inside, they need to be fully enclosed with an external vent, but preferably be mounted out on the chassis rail. So now, and we have been doing this for a number of years now, everything has been standard out on the chassis rail. There is nothing underneath seats. There is nothing underneath beds in any of the new products that are coming out. So this particular battery box, we've just decided to upgrade the size of the box, which means that it is easy for you to upgrade the size of your battery in the event that you choose to do so. What we're going to be doing is running a standard 200 amp lithium battery on all of the Rangers. So the deep cycle batteries are now gone. All of the products are all running the new Power Crank deep cycle batteries. There's service agents all around Australia on the Power Crank batteries. Do some homework on those. They are really quality lithium battery. 200 amp lithium, which is going to be inside here as standard. But as I was just saying, the box is big enough to upgrade to the 300 as well. So we can continue to go up, and the Power Crank gives us options to go all the way up to 620 amp of lithium inside of that box, which is really, really cool. Of course, when we do that, we'd be upgrading chargers. We can talk about that a little bit later down the track in a separate video. But whilst I've mentioned chargers, I'm going to move to exactly where the chargers are now, which are in a cavity in behind the fridge. So you may have seen on some of your big off-road units for the last couple of years, the big electrical cabinets in behind the compressor fridges. They look really sexy. They're super, super cool, and they're really easy to get to in the event you need to do any maintenance. It gets them out of the bed and just gives you a little bit more storage space in underneath the bed. So it doesn't matter what you chuck in there now, there's going to be nothing electrical in underneath there to annoy you. Everything is now situated in a custom built cavity in behind the back of the fridge. And let's just wander up there now. So you'll see here, we've had these custom doors made, so they're still ventilating the fridge. We still obviously have our roof vent there as well to ensure airflow in the back of this particular section of the Caravan. But as we unlock that, you will see the goodies in here. So we've got our brake safe, we've got our isolators, and we've got our big Red Arc Manager 30, which is inside of this particular van. Now, depending on what options you choose, if you do choose one of our electrical packages options where we go inverters and upgrade battery management systems, you may find you'll go from this smaller door to the full-size large door, which we can have some footage of roll over now that we have that inside of some of our other bigger off-road models when we need to house things like the TVMS from Red Arc and things like the 2000 or 3000 watt inverter, depending on what you go. But again, I'm on a very basic van here showing you what we're doing as standard just on our base model. So it doesn't matter now across the entire range, whether you're buying something at the top of the food chain or whether you're jumping into something which is more in our entry-level range, it is going to be standard with your lithium and with this back electrical cabinet completely. I guess you would call it free of charge, because the cost difference here is very, very minimal when we talk about what's happening in MY26 pricing. We're just giving you a whole heap more features to give you more bang for buck inside of your van. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the way the vans have been changed from a build perspective. So what we've done is we've taken some feedback, and again, this is in the open and honest communication. We have had some issues in the last 12 to 24 months when it comes to people going off-road and appliances starting to vibrate. We've had screws vibrate loose, we've had fridges slightly vibrate, we've had cookers vibrate, microwaves vibrate out when you're getting on them harder roads and we're not lowering our tire pressures. People are hammering down those corrugated roads and things are happening to the appliances on the inside. So what we've done, we've gone, okay, we can't control everything. However, what can we do from a build perspective to ensure that we secure these as best we possibly can? Now, the support and structure in behind the way the fridges are fitted now is a completely different technique. So as opposed to there just being half a dozen screws into the furniture, they are now bolted down from the inside, and we've created a new housing which actually holds that fridge in. So good luck getting that out. The other one we used to see a lot of was the microwaves. A microwave would generally be up in an overhead cupboard somewhere, and it would just sit there and vibrate and bounce around when you're on those corrugated roads. And over a period of time, there was a chance that a pop rivet or a screw may come loose. All right, again, these are once-off, rarities, but it doesn't matter. Whenever we have an issue like that, we always address it internally and we go, what can we do next year? What can we do to ensure that we reinforce this product so that doesn't continue to happen again? Now, again, for a client like yourself out there watching this should give you peace of mind to know that we do listen and we do make changes based on the things that we see happen. And this is a prime example of that. So right now, you won't see microwaves anymore in overhead cupboards. The fridge, again, reinforced, and it's now a compressor fridge. Okay, so standard across the entire range is the 188 litre compressor fridge. So we've done away with the three-way altogether. That also has helped us with the back electrical cabinet because the fridges don't get as hot, helps us with airflow in the back. Putting the lithium in as standard means that we're totally comfortable in bringing a compressor fridge in, knowing that the lithium battery is going to have enough guts to continue to run the compressor fridge whilst we have 400 watt of solar up on the roof as well. So again, reinforcement here. Also, if you look up at all of our overhead cupboards, you will see we have piano hinged everything. So overhead cupboards or side swinging doors are all now piano hinges as standard. That only ever used to be on our top tier off-road product, okay, a more premium product, but now we're running it across the entire range. So anywhere from our classic Tourer, or our Gold LE, they are all now getting these features as standard. Again, we're trying to toughen the vans up, look at what's been happening, listen to client feedback, and continue to make these things better time and time again. I did mention microwave, and we're going to jump down here now. So you'll notice we've taken the microwave out. And for those that have been following along for quite some time, you'll know that Supreme and Leader have always been standard with an oven. What we've been able to do now is, with the support of the companies that are now bringing new products out each and every day, we are now taking advantage of this awesome little combo unit which has just come out. It is a combination air fryer, microwave, and convection oven. It is a 3-in-1 unit which is now sitting in underneath our cooktop and our grill to give you absolutely everything in the one compact unit. That also gives you back one overhead cupboard, so you get more storage inside of there as well. The other thing to mention in this little space is we now have the option to very easily go an induction cooktop, and we've also upgraded the range hood here as well. Again, we've gone whisper quiet in the new range hood to complement, the air conditioners that we're running in these things now, which come out in 2025, the new Fresh Jet, which also whisper quiet as well. Alrighty, and last but not least, for 2026, we've introduced this brand new color scheme called Armour. Now again, I'm sitting on the fence on it. I don't know whether I love it or I hate it, and I know it's gonna be a 50-50 split with you guys out there, but again, it does look shit hot. It is a cool thing. It's keeping up with the latest trends, but this greeny sort of a color, depending on what way you look at it, it's kind of a green. Get it in the sun, it's got a little bit of a blue tinge to it, but it is something different. It's something that's going to stand out from that typical white box on wheels that have been driving around the country for many, many years. It's a conversation starter, and it's something different, and it's going to be available, and it's actually available as of now, leading into the vans built for Christmas. So if you haven't chosen your colors yet, you can go for it, although you will see it coming out on more product in 2026. So guys, we've done a lot when it comes to 2025. We've ramped it up a notch for 2026. This is down here, first release on display at the Four Wheel Drive and Adventure Show here this weekend in Adelaide. But if you're watching this video, if you're out and about and you want to know more information, pop a comment in the comment section below. We're always happy to send you information on the latest product, or jump across to adelaiderv.com.au to find out even more and keep you I guess continuing to stay up with the Joneses, continuing to stay up with the latest and greatest trends, giving you a reason to potentially upgrade and trade in. We know, we all like new shiny items. So again, if you're in the market, if you have purchased, 5, 6, 7 years ago, and you're wanting to take advantage of some of the creature comforts that are now standard in the 2026 range, reach out to the team. We're always happy to have a chat. But this video is not about a sales pitch. I just thought I'd drop that in at the end. This video is about showing you what we have here on display and what the amazing team at Supreme Leader have done to continue to listen to you guys, to take the feedback on board and to get better and better each and every year. But that's it for me. I'm going to close out there. Guys, keep traveling, stay safe, and be adventure ready.